16% of the world's population, 1.2 billions of people, have little or no access to electricity. Living with no electricity might not be as easy as we think. We don't realize how many items in our homes rely on it to function. Electricity manages technologies, supply us with many things such as heat, water, transport, energy, entertainment, and communication. Electricity allows us to power the technology that we use on every single day. Think about it. If you ever plan trying to live without electricity, you will no longer be able to turn on the lights, the heater on your home, use the toilet, keep the food from going bad in the fridge, and have clean running water. Despite to the fact that we survived thousands of years without electricity, we have come to depend. We have to come to depend completely on our every task, and we have built our lives around it. We're so reliant on electrical power that will be shocking if we no longer have it. I want you to think, just take a moment. How does having no electricity will affect you? I will answer for you. You will notice that you can just walk into your room, turn on to the lights. If your phone dies, you won't be able to charge it. You have to do your homework. There's not a computer. There will be no power to use your fridge. Telephone lines will be down and phone signals will be lost. And something we don't realize isn't just the internet and Wi-Fi that it will be affected. It also means no cash machines, no lifts, no power to keep the factories going. This means many jobs will be gone. It will affect our economy because when factories will be closing down. Factories will be closing down means no jobs for us. The economy will be down. There's many things that we take for granted. Two critical things that we need in our lives are water and heat. And without electricity, these are both compromised. The gas central heating in our homes work with electric controls and circulatory systems and pumps. Water system depends on electric and managed system. A poll revealed that 50% of the public say they will not be able to survive for more than 2 weeks without electricity. This proves our dependency on electricity, and this is something that we use on a daily basis, but we take for granted. Now we're jumping into who invented it. Good question. Since electricity is a natural force that exists in our world, it didn't have to be invented. There was no need because we had it. It, however, have to be discovered and understood by someone. Most of the people give the credit to Benjamin Franklin for discovering electricity. Benjamin Franklin had one of the greatest scientific minds in his time. He was interested in many areas of science, made many discoveries, and invented many things. In the mid-70s, he became interested in electricity. Up until that time, science have mainly known about the experiment with the statistics, electricity. Benjamin took things a big step ahead. He came up with the negative elements and positive elements. The electricity will flow between these elements. He also believed the lighting was a form of the flowing electricity. That's why he was a genius that in 1752, Franklin conducted his famous kite experiment in order to show the lighting was electricity. He flew the kite to the sky on a storm, and definitely it got burned down, which disproved his point. Lighting was electricity. Many other science study electricity, and begin to understand more about it, how it works, what was it, what elements were involved. But the person that takes the major credit for this was Benjamin, one of the greatest scientists who invented it, electricity, and understood how it worked. Now we're jumping into who was the first house. How is that we get to have, or I get to come to my house, and let me show you guys. And I get to do this. I get to turn on and off my light with no problem. The first house to be powered was J.P. Morgan's and required his personal lightings and engineers. Thomas Edison, he was one of his partnership. He built the generator which powered the 400 lights built in his home. These two launched a business for partnership that will alternate the future in electrical distribution. That's how nowadays we have electricity in our homes. To finish this and to prove my point, the electricity is being taken by granted. I will conclude my research. The electricity is a natural force that is taken for granted when we have our life depending and relying on the function of electricity. Thank you guys for listening.